Recently ran across a little device that's supposed to stop GPS tracking, and it's in the category of being a jammer, which, since it was a commonly asked question on many social media places, I thought it would be an interesting thing to address. I don't actually know how the experiments are going to turn out yet. We'll see as we go along, but I have my suspicions. One thing to point out is a company selling a device like this is not going to be the most ethical to begin with, because jamming is illegal in the United States. But my suspicion actually is that this device isn't going to do anything at all. But we'll see as the experiments go along here. So this is what the device looks like in the ad. And what you get when you get the box is it'll have in the little box like so. It's supposed to plug into a cigarette lighter in your car. And it comes in this little baggie. And it comes with a fuse to go into it, the little antenna, and the main device, which has an SMA connector on it. Now, because these devices are not supposed to be used on the air, the first thing we're going to do is to connect a cable to it so that it's not radiating out into the air and causing anybody any problems. Next, we connect it up to the spectrum analyzer. So we're going to connect it up to the power like so. And you can see it's lighting up, so the power circuit is working on it. Okay, my suspicion was that this would actually put out nothing at all, but it looks like it is putting out some energy, about minus 40 dBm. At the frequency is not what I expected. It does not look like it's covering some of the major GPS bands. This is covering from a little above 1.5 gig up to a little above 1.6 gig. And this amount of power is very weak for a transmitter. It comes out to 0.0001 milliwatts. So with that in mind, we want to see if this will actually do the job that it was advertised to do. I'm going to go ahead and hook up to the antenna. Because as weak as the signal is being in the building here, it's not going to affect anybody outside. It would actually be doing good to even make it to the next room. So we've hooked it up to its antenna, so supposedly this should do its job of jamming the GPS. Hey, so when we get this actually connected to an antenna, the signal is now down in the minus 95 dBm area and lower. So as expected, the GPS still operated, is perfectly happy finding the location. We'll try one more test just to give them every chance to function. We're going to take it out on the road and see if it can do anything. We actually don't expect it to do anything. Okay, so plugging the device into the car, see the power's lit up there. Okay, as you can see, the GPS appears to be perfectly happy. We're going to put it in motion. And as we move off down the street, you can see the GPS tracking. Going along with no trouble at all. The GPS jammer is completely ineffective. This device failed the test, even though the tests show that it is actually doing something. There's some kind of circuit in there which some other devices have not had. But the primary reason that this would fail to stop any GPS tracking is because it does not cover all of the GPS bands. And on top of that, the transmitted signal is very weak. So, not really worth anything. That should be kept in mind when looking at things online, is that there are a great many items sold that are not what they're supposed to be.